Okay, is audio on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? How are you doing? How are you doing? Make sure things are actually happening here. Off. Turn this off. How's everyone doing this morning? Make sure we have all of this stuff running. I think we do. We have 15 people watching right now. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Still not members only chats, so keep that open a little bit until I get to it. But let me know what's going on. Let me know how you're feeling this morning about everything that's really happening. All right, 42 people in here. Doge waking up still. Let's go. Good morning from Jamaica. Good morning. Thank you for watching. That Doge dip hurt, but we still holding. Yeah, we're still holding. Again, there's a lot of people that are out here, talking about Doge had that dip because people bought the rumor, sell the news. Like I just tweeted that it was a forced like sell the news type of thing. It was supposed to be a buy the news type of thing. The fact that we seen a lot of volume come through, but we couldn't see the price increase was because of the forced sell the news event that Robinhood put in place. And even I believe Webull stopped trading a little bit, but it was mainly Robinhood. They're always starting something, right? So it sucked. It really sucked seeing that. Unfortunately, I'm biased to be a member of my region. Based abroad and can't be a member in my region. Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry. Yeah, the only reason I do the members only is because the comment section gets a little out of hand, and by a little out of hand, I mean very out of hand. You have a lot of people that say weird things and actually can basically get your stream stopped because of all the things that they're saying, and I don't like that. So that's why I typically do members only. So I'll keep this open for a little bit, but then I'll go to members only after a while. Let's see. I hold my Doge forever. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my Doge for a long period of time. I could tell you that right now, I mean, taxes are starting to come up, so obviously we're gonna have to pay taxes, and that might be an event where people don't actually invest in the stock market much because people have to pay their taxes. So, but yeah, I'm holding my Doge for a long time. I think that between $10 and $100 could be a really good move there, because it definitely has a possibility of getting to that point. Yeah, JFK killed Ted Cruz. Yeah, I think it was the opposite way. Ted Cruz killed JFK. Ted Cruz is still alive. Have you looked into Telecoin at all? No, I haven't. Has it been moving recently? Because I know a lot of coins have been moving recently with the hype, and like you even seen a lot of things decreasing because of the fact that with SNL and everything like that. Now people were like, "Oh, the stock or the price is going down because people are just selling the news. It's over and all that stuff." And I'm like, "Come on, man! Like those are the people that shouldn't have been in the position to begin with. Why do you do members only? As a former dude that struggled, have some courtesy." Yeah, the only reason I do it is because people in the chat tend to get a little ridiculous at times. And for people that subscribe to me and that, are members, I make it, really, really cheap. Like I try and make it as cheap as possible just so that we limit the amount of people that come in and, spread fear, because we've had that a lot where they come through and they'll say, everybody sell, and then you'll get spammers. And then I'm also putting a lot of people that are moderators to work. So it's a lot. It's a lot that I have to deal with when it's not members only chats. So that's the reason why I do it. And also, if these people come over and say a lot of things, you can actually get your stream stopped based on what some of the people in the comments say. So trust me, there's a full reason behind it. It's making me disgusting. That's funny. What you say everybody knows. See, that's the type of stuff. That's the type of stuff. Already, there's people in here that are saying some stupid stuff. That's why I do members only chats. Exactly. So here we go. So some people really just mess it up for everybody. And that's the reason. So there you go. There's members only chats. So literally 2 people will mess up everything. You know what I mean? So it's not the fact that I hate that people are, or that I'm telling people, oh, you have to pay money to watch me. No, it's not that. How do we take people out of the chat that don't deserve to be in the chat or just want to come through and spread fear? You know what I mean? Thank you, Ricky, for becoming a member, and Matthew for becoming a member. But yeah, that's the main thing. Good morning, Ryan. Kush, thank you for stopping by. Much love to you too. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We're talking about a lot of things. AMC is looking really good this morning. We've seen that initial jump up, that increase, and then we've seen a little bit of a fall. And typically we would see that, fluctuate. The good thing that we are seeing here is that it is steadily increasing from that moment, from that, final downtick. You're seeing that increase from there, staying above the 200 EMA, continuing to make that move up. Hopefully we can push above $10 here. And ride it on the way up this week. That's what I'm hoping for. Finally figured out how to become a member on an iPhone. Wait, you figured out how to become a member on an iPhone so you could physically do it on the iPhone? You didn't have to go to the desktop? Because that'll be news to me, and I'll be able to, spread that information. So, because I know a lot of people have trouble doing that. This is why we can't have nice things. Come on, AMC and GME. I want a new car. Yeah, I mean, they need to make their moves. We're seeing a lot of positivity today in the market, so it's good. It's really good. What did Doge dip down to? Let's see. I know Doge dipped down, I think below 50, like to 40 or so. So it had a pretty big dip down to 40. Yeah, and then increased to 60 again. 60, almost 61. So you could have a decent move right there. However, I knew it was going to bounce. I just didn't know how far it was going to go. The problem with this is that we should have, this 74, we should have been at $1 easily. The issue that we had is with the, again, restriction. We have restriction by Robinhood, by any of the places that have the most people buying Dogecoin. Everybody's going on these platforms and buying Dogecoin. They're not buying it on any other platform. Yes, if they are, it's a very small amount compared to these major platforms that have millions of users. You know what I mean? So it sucked to see that, but like I took everything that Elon Musk's saying, I understand you taking it as a joke, and now people are like, oh, he called it a hustle, and now it's over. You know, it's not anything that's gonna have value to it. It's not an investment. No, he called it a hustle because, or he agreed with that because that's something they put in the script, and it has to, you know, has to have a joke come out on top. You can't just say all these things and everything be 100% positive about it. You have to take it as positive. So I took it as completely positive, and to be able to break this down multiple times, it's something that I took as the most positive thing possible. That's what I hoped for, was for him to go on SNL and say, you know, what is Dogecoin, and actually explain it multiple times and have people go, okay, well, really, what is Dogecoin? And every time, what is Dogecoin? You know, getting it in their brain, like asking themselves, what is Dogecoin? Should I look into this? So it's more subliminal messaging than anything. So I feel like it's a good, it's a good thing. YouTube needs a team of people going around and knocking out fake accounts. Yes, they do. I have so many problems with people, you know, trying to be me, and then they'll respond to people. I tried this method that you know, one of these people on YouTube that creates credit card content and all of this, he helped me out. Well, he didn't help me out. He helped everybody out. But yeah, he has this, like, you can like look up words and phrases, and it's kind of tricky because I don't want to look up certain words, because if I look up like Bitcoin or WhatsApp or whatever, I look up WhatsApp, but then they spread out the words, so then I can't do that. It ends up being very tricky. But then if I do Bitcoin, then anybody that says Bitcoin or says Ethereum or says Dogecoin, you know, then their comments get stopped, and then I have to review those, which takes forever. So, yeah, it's tough, but they do need to do something about that. Hey, did you see all this stuff yesterday about SpaceX and Doge 1? Yes, I did. That's definitely positive news. Weeble was super delayed on crypto orders during SNL. Yeah, it was. I put in my crypto order at 50. I think it was supposed to be 51. On Robinhood, it was 51, but on Weeble, it was 55. So I ended up getting my order filled at 55 instead of 51. So then I bought more as it went down, but it went down to like 49, but got filled at like might have been 51 or 50. So it was way behind. And I actually had orders that, where are they at? I actually had orders that failed multiple times. I had 3 orders that failed during SNL. Trying to go through these. Let's see. Pre-ordered Tesla Cybertruck, UK for the future. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, I would love to get a Cybertruck, but I think I want to start with a, you know, standard Tesla if I am going to get a Tesla. I don't really want a Model 3. I don't know. They kind of look weird to me. Just from the side, they look a little weird. Like if you look at them at an angle, like looking at one headlight, like straight on there, I think they look good. But then when you look at them from the side, they look like a kind of like a hatchback for me. I can't deal with that. I definitely think we hit 5 soon, to be honest. I think Elon owns 27%. No, he doesn't own 27%. I would imagine, I think did he say his son has a lot or something? I know Mark Cuban's children has some. Those WhatsApp scammers are well organized. They have offices with cubicles. It's ridiculous. Ethereum is going wild. Yes, I seen this and I was like, wow. Like, just every time I think about it, I'm like, hey, you know, I was supposed to get into Ethereum at $2,000. That would be $2,177, and I can't do that now because I wanted to make that move. Actually sell out of some of it and take some of that money and pay some taxes as well. I wanted to do it before taxes were due, but now taxes are due on Monday, next Monday. So whatever, got to pay taxes. What sucks on Webull is you have to buy the ask. Yeah. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Let's look at what AMC and what some other stocks are doing. We still have AMC up in that 990 range. We would like them to push up to $10. They deserve to be up to $10. They deserve to be up to 100 at this point. Funny thing is how things change over time. Growing up, a hustle means you were moving and making money. Yeah, that's true. And now people think of a hustle as a scam. It's like, what? So you can take it whatever way you want. You can say a hustle is something where people are, making money, being able to move money as well. Yeah. So it's definitely different. You're right. You gotta get a muscle car one time before they disappear forever. My wife loves muscle cars. Well, she loves older Mustangs, but she feels like it's not practical right now. I got in at 25K and kept adding for Bitcoin. Or you got an Ethereum with 25K. I bought 5 shares of Ethereum at 3,400. I'm loving that decision. Yeah, I mean, you start to look at these and you're like, is this at the top? I was hoping for it to pull back to 3,000 and it's not. It's all the way up to 4,000 now. And, basically missed the boat. You think crypto is on a bubble? That's what they keep saying. Crypto is in a bubble, but I think predicting crypto is definitely different than anything else. I don't think it's in a bubble. It seems like crypto is more or less that position that people will treat as a mutual fund or an ETF, to where they just keep contributing to it. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's in a bubble. I think people are going to continue to hold these positions as they're investing into them. They're not looking for, most people aren't looking for a quick buck. They're looking for, something to put their money into and have it grow at an exponential rate. 25K into Ethereum. At what price? Was that recent or was that like a while back? Like maybe like a month ago or 2 months ago. Because a month ago seems like a long time because the price was around $2,000. The true hustlers are Robinhood. All of their technical issues aren't by accident. It's all planned, especially the terrible fill orders. It seems that way. It totally does seem that way. I was really upset with what Robinhood was doing and Webull because I couldn't show anything that I wanted to show. And yes, I bought 2,000 more Dogecoin, so I hold 2,000 Dogecoin in Webull, but it's at a higher price than what I really wanted, Good morning, Matt from Chicago. Good morning. We just had some Chicago, well, not from Chicago, but Chicago style deep dish pizza. Delicious. It was so good. 2 weeks ago. Yeah, exactly. It seems like forever. Seems like forever. Messed up my first chat. I bought in 2,500 and then kept adding. Okay. Bought in at 2,500. Did you buy in multiple coins? So like 2 or 3, or did you buy one? I mean, either way, you bought one, you still gained, 1,000 plus. But yeah, AMC, we're hoping for a move up to $10. Let's see if anything else is moving. We have eBet that's moving. I actually liked them at like $19. I think it was $19. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was $19. They've been fluctuating lately. I mean, seeing them move from 21 to 25, having that decrease down to 21 again. Are we going to see that move to 25? Interesting, but yeah, I mean, you probably can. Let's see. Let's go back like a month. Yeah, I like them somewhere around 19. I mean, they had that large push up to 71, which was crazy, and then massive drop off. So I do like them as they're starting to really consolidate. It looks like no movement at all when you include the $71 movement. But then once you start getting into these days, you can see 18, 25, down to 19-ish, up to 25 again. It looks like it resists multiple times to 25. So if you could find a way to get in at these lows, you can get a decent move. It looks like the fluctuation is starting to flatten out. So you might get less and less of a move as you start going forward. So don't expect it to go from or down to 19. It might go up or down to 21 and then up to 25. Then it's going to go down to 20, 22, and then 25. So I have around $1,400 worth of Ethereum now. Started in small increments. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's get this money. Yep. That's what we need to do. I have a lot of positions that are still down. We're looking for some big movement. I was really bullish on DraftKings, and they continually drop down. Continually. Because you look at a lot of their movement here, I did not expect them. If I look at the larger movement, if you look at this movement here, you can see that large increase from, was that October, the end of October, after it hit that low of $34, increasing and showing some real positive movement while showing some positive pullbacks as well. I love seeing these pullbacks. They're healthy pullbacks. And then if you recover from those, break past other levels, and then start to increase some more, it looks really good. Now I know it fluctuates from up here, makes it very difficult to make any type of movement or predictable movement, but I did see some really great potential with this position. So I was a little upset with the way that they're moving. The fact that they broke past the 200 EMA, I didn't think that they were going to. Thought they were going to touch the 200 EMA, especially with this trend and how it's actually running. You should have seen something really good here. Continue to see that pop, but you're not seeing that pop. You're seeing it collapse a little bit. I bought 20 shares at 55. Probably will buy a little bit more just to average that down. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that one of the lowest points that I could probably get to is this touch point of 44, and then seeing it jump. But once we start seeing these positive moves in the markets, we're going to see that increase. So that's why I'm holding on to DraftKings. I bought 6K Doge at 2 cents. Sold when was flat at 6 cents for a few weeks, but it did get 30 AMC shares with profit. So hopefully I'm not totally talking. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we make these mistakes. I mean, we do. I make mistakes sometimes and buy in too early, but then again, like some of these positions that we're looking at now and the way that they're moving, it's not just like, oh, you bought in too early. It's, you have manipulation in the markets. You also have just down markets, which you couldn't really predict. I mean, they predicted for a while, but it never really came to fruition. Do you think Doge will be back to 70s? Yes, I think it will surpass 70s. We have to wait a little bit for things to settle because people think, oh, SNL was horrible. We've seen it go back up to 60 already. We've seen that easy bounce. Shiba on Binance today. Is it? Need big profits from Tilray so I can add more to AMC. Yeah, I'm hoping for some big profits this week for some of these areas, because I want to take some. I'm holding way too many positions. Typically, I like to hold 5, but I'm holding a lot more positions than what I want. So I'm hoping for some really, really good movement today, and good movement, for the week, so that when it comes to taxes, I can feel a little bit better about paying taxes. All right, we have 522 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. Or if you dislike the video and you're watching, hit the dislike button. All I want is engagement, So thank you for doing so. Zom, I need some real movement with Zom. They need to pick up. I mean, it's only, I think, $3,000 and I'm holding in there, but still need some real movement. Haven't really seen too much movement in a lot of positions in the last month or so. Over a month. We've seen a lot of negative movement in the last month or so with a lot of positions. Two-way crowd expecting a squeeze. Have you looked at that at all? Expecting a squeeze? I wouldn't say that. I mean, I haven't looked into a lot of the detail there to say that it's being like heavily shorted there. I know for a fact that when things get, overbought, there is a point to where things get heavily shorted somewhere around these points. However, as of now, I mean, I just think it was more of a pump and dump for a lot of cannabis positions. So I wouldn't have thought that it was a squeeze. It's definitely possible. I'm not going to say it's not possible, but I only seen it as really a pump and dump until it gets back to normal, resettle, and then get back on the trend line. But I thought that we would see that trend line, resettle somewhere around here, but it did start to fall a little bit more with the down month that we really seen. Good morning, Matt and family. Have you looked into Cardona? I've seen a lot about it. I haven't truly looked into that. I typically like to focus on maybe some crypto, not all. But it'll probably be wise. Let's go ahead and especially ones that I can buy on certain platforms. Just to say thanks, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that super chat. You're amazing. And thanks for what though? For everything that I do, or just like something specific? Why did I copy that? Can you buy that on Coinbase? Yeah, it looks like you can. It's up 1% in the last 24 hours, up 26% in the last week, up 43% in the last month, 3,554% in the last year. So if we look at it from December, we've seen it at 16 cents. October it was at 8 cents, and now you're seeing it up to $1 plus. So all of these cryptos, a lot of people are looking to gain a lot from it. What's the usability of it? Blockchain platform that's built proof of stake concept protocol. It validates transactions without high energy costs. Oh, so it seems like what most cryptos are trying to do is trying to be, kind of the opposite of what Bitcoin is, because I know they have high energy costs for Bitcoin, right? So having anything with a low energy cost is going to be really good. It has a $56 billion market cap. Pretty good. You have 31 billion in circulation. That means that if you wanted to get it up there, it's probably going to be somewhere between maybe the 30 and $100 range that it can get to for a reasonable market cap. Is that right? Might even be less than that, actually. Your hard work, your positive energy. Thank you. It means a lot. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone got caught up on their sleep after watching Saturday Night Live. I definitely, oh no, I can't say I did. I never get caught up on my sleep. I feel like I never sleep. I was gonna, stream last night, but then I decided to not do anything. It's a Mother's Day. I wanted to be there and with my wife and relax with her. If drag queens dropped off 41, I will buy in. I'm still a little skeptical on it. Yeah, so I'll have to look into ADA. I know a lot of people talk about it. I mean, a lot of people talk about it. And I know you've had a ton of positive movement from April 25th to, today, or even getting to the high where it was at $1.83. So yeah, I mean, you're seeing some really, really good movement with this position. Putting some money there, just sitting it there is definitely a great bet. Smart move Saturday night. You did knock it out the park as far as people watching you. Yeah, I mean, it was cool. I was really, really happy with the movement, the amount of people that were there, the amount of members that joined up. All of the people and all of the questions too. I didn't know what to think of that day. I know somebody said, hey, you should stream on Saturday night about this. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I was definitely thinking about it. But to get that confirmation telling people, telling me to stream, I was like, yeah, sure. Zom, SOS, Family need big moves today. I would love to get out. Yeah, same here. With SOS, I would love to make that move out of there. I think I have like $4,000 sitting in there. So yeah, I have about $4,400 sitting in there. And again, with my money, I usually like to, or my tax money, because anything that I'm holding that I pay taxes at the end of the year, I usually reinvest and put into another area. But it has to be short term. It can't be long term because it's within the year. So a lot of times I'll put it into different investments and use that money elsewhere. All of my other money that I save would go into my long-term investment accounts that I can't pull from anyways. So my Roth IRA, I can't pull from. If I'm contributing more to my 401k, then I can't pull from it. I mean, I can, but get penalties and whatnot. So this is why I would like to pull out of some of these positions, because I don't want to, like AMC, I want that to sit there. I want that to sit there for a while. even if we don't see the squeeze in the next month, I would like that to sit there, because the true value of the company, where it should stand, is around that $20 mark. So if anything, we're sitting in a good spot long term once things, settle, right? So guys, we have 600 people in here. All I ask is that you hit that like button. It does help out, Let's see, is there any? So yeah, I need Zom to make a move. Zom did make a move up to 130, I think, recently. Yeah, 130, 134 or something. We need them to make a huge move. I know they're being shorted. They're being shorted a lot. So with them being shorted every single day at like 30%, it's just very difficult to get any type of positive movement there. And it sucks, because if you're in that position, then you see it go nothing but down, nothing but south. But are we at this low point? It seems that we are at a very, very low point. Getting to 73 cents, that was an amazing move to get to 73 cents and make that move up to 30. Now, if we could see it get to, 84 cents and then start to, let's see where it's at. Yeah, 80 cents and then get jump up to, 140, 150, that would be amazing. If we could see it push up to $2, that would be amazing. But yeah, hoping for some good things. Still seeing AMC around that same point. And The volume is looking a little bit better than what we've seen last week in the pre-market. And we're seeing positive movement. This positive movement that we're seeing here, we're not really seeing too many dips. And I hope that when we get closer and closer to the open, we're not going to see that dip, you know? But when it comes to some crypto, I mean, I'm tempted in putting more into Ethereum. I mean, it got down to 3,900. I'm tempted to continue to put more in there because getting up to 4,000, it's going to get to 5,000 by the end of the month. Like, this movement is crazy. Probably well before the end of the month. There's a lot more AMC shares in circulation now than there were back when the share was $30. The market cap is higher now. Higher now it's ever been. Yeah, it is. You're right. Having those extra, 17 million shares that they added on? Yeah, of course. The market cap is higher. We just need that to increase. And from what we understand, from April, I think 29th until just last week, they were adding these shares on. So we were seeing that movement downhill. So we should see some positive movement if they're not going to add these other shares, because they still have more shares to add, which could decrease the price on days to where it's not a heavy buy day or a buy heavy day. So we're just hoping to see that. We are seeing a move with Ethereum right now. We're just hoping that, they don't make that move right now. They wait until it gets up to maybe like 15 and, they buy or they sell some of their shares again. Because doing it all right now, I don't know if that's the best bet, or it might be. You let me know if you feel it is. I feel like we don't want to see any more negative days. So if it's not a buy heavy day, then we're not going to see that increase. But the volume is looking pretty good for AMC. You're talking about Zomedica, right? That's being shorted. Yes, Zomedica is being shorted a lot. 30%, at least 30% in the last 5 or 6 days, and some days topping 40%. So it's being shorted a lot. People don't believe in that position, and I mean, I understand why. It was something that moved so much, and it, no financials as well. Like, it's just like, I understand. And the whole buy the rumor, sell the news thing, that was the best form of that, was buy the rumor, sell the news. Now, it could have been a lot better when it comes to extending it out. But if you wanted an example of buy the rumor, sell the news, you would look at Zomedica, because that was a clear amount of people that were buying the rumor and then going to sell that news once it did break. And the day it broke, everything went downhill. So AMC is almost to 10. Yes, it is. We are seeing Dogecoin, continually stair step on the way down from that 55 mark, or even that 60 mark, I believe. Yeah, 60 mark is starting to stair step on the way down. These may be, buying opportunities. I think I only hold, how much do I hold? About $1,000 worth? Yeah, about $1,000 worth. That's not that bad. That's going to be something that I hold on to for a while. So I have a few thousand in Voyager, but very new to Webull. I have about $158 of buying power. Where should I look for a long-term in Webull? So a lot of times for me, I look for long-term. A lot of times for me, if the company's not paying me anything, I'm not going to invest into that position unless it's a growth position. Something like that you can look into for a Tesla, that's a growth position, an Amazon, that's a growth position, Apple, growth position, Facebook as well, Netflix, all of those different positions that were growth related, right? But you're way far past, I think they can continue to grow, but they've done a lot of their growing, right? When it comes to the stock price. So for me, I'm typically going to put it into something that pays me something. I kind of adopt the Mark Cuban method, to where it's, if they don't pay me anything, why should I be holding this position? It's not like back in the day to where you were holding, when you held a share of stock, you actually felt like you owned part of the company. You know what I mean? Now you literally just own stock, and it means nothing. It's worthless unless it gains you money. The whole purpose of owning something in the stock market is to gain money. So what I typically do is I'll put it into something, and I talk about this position all the time. SPHD, it's an ETF that will actually, pay you per month that you own this position. So, and you see the growth that you are going to see in it. So going from this mark, let's actually go back a little bit further. Nope, go back a year. So you see the growth from this position down to 25 and how it's moving, with the upward trajectory. Doesn't really have those true dips besides this dip here. You're seeing these true increases, and it's consistently going up, right? You're seeing that movement that's positive. It's slow moving, right? You're not seeing a crazy growth out of it, but you are getting paid every single month from it. So anytime I look at a long-term position, I always look at something that will pay me a dividend in every single case. So the only instance to where I'm not is where it is a an index fund, or having a mutual fund set up. Those move consistent, like they'll have that consistent growth. They do have those fall offs with depending how the markets are doing, but they do have that consistent growth, and that's just something you put some money into. And I'll put like maybe $100, $200 into it monthly, and then put some other pieces into dividends. LUMN to me seems like a good stock. It has a 7% dividend. Yeah, that was actually on my my list for dividends of the week last week. So yeah, I do like that as well. And I just put some money into that last week so that I can see that growth and see that move. So I always like positions that will pay me a dividend for long-term positions. Hopefully that helps out. So LUMN is also a good position. Is also a good position, paying you a 7% dividend. That does fluctuate. We did see that at 7.5% or so. But the movement is not as consistent here. The only thing you do see is that we were at these lows of, $8 and seeing that kick up to about 13, or, $13 or $14 is definitely good as well. You can see that grow and get paid a dividend. So anything that has a dividend, go for it. If you're looking for long term. Short term is a different story. You always want to go with something that you feel has potential. I bought some Shiba last night when it was listed in crypto and went up 95%. Yeah, I want to actually. I was interested in that when I seen some people talking about it. I was interested in that, and couldn't never make the move. Sometimes I just don't have time. Look at the 5-year chart. Yeah, the 5-year chart from where it was, I mean, we're sitting at pretty much where the low is, right? So, yeah, that's pretty big, and where you can potentially have that growth to. Yeah, you can potentially have that growth to. It does look pretty good. The only thing I don't like, I don't really like seeing all of the downward movement. We might be sitting at this low point here, seeing these double touch points and actually seeing it take off. It might be good for growth and good for a dividend play. However, we still don't know if it's continuing the stair step down, but it doesn't really look like it. With how many months pass by in here, it doesn't really look like it. So Michael Burry's second largest position. And yeah, like I said, I just added that high. So I'm 8K down on MVIS at $18 and 9K down on costs at $21. Is it time to turn and burn on either or both, or just hope that they're being patient? So MVIS at $18, I do believe it can get back up to 20, but I think we still need to see that settle from all the movement that we've seen. So I would say that they definitely have that potential. If you're down 8K or you're down 9K, That's a huge loss. That's right now where it is. Did you buy in on the way down, or did you buy in on the way up? Because if you bought in on the way up, you should always set that stop loss if it's coming back at you, just so that you don't lose out on profits, and you also don't lose out on, you know, money that you already have, setting a break even. I would say that you sit on that one. And also costs. The only thing I'm seeing with cost is that as we start to look into the position here, so let's go into most popular. Let's look at costs. The thing that I'm seeing with costs, and we're looking at 5 years, and not looking at 5 years, look at 3 months. The thing that I'm seeing with costs is that a lot of times you'll see them get down to these low levels and actually break out and have a high volume day. Right now, in the last couple of days, you haven't really seen high volume days. When you do see high volume days, it has a huge chance of breaking out. And I mean a huge chance of going to 25. I'm holding 100 shares at $22 or $23. And I'm down a lot. It says $19, but it's actually adjusted because of the movement that I had from Fidelity over to Webull. But I'm holding at $23, I believe. It might be like 22, like 90 something. I can't remember. But all I know is I'm hoping for that to push to 25. I'm looking for that to push to 25. And I know that they have these huge pops based on the volume that comes through. So I'm holding that as well. So my opinion would be to hold it there and see that growth. Now, it does suck. I think this is going to be a learning opportunity for you because when you're down 8K, you know, on one position, 9K on another position, it could be something that you learn to say put a little bit less into one position, or set those stop losses as you do as the trade does go against you. Because if that trade goes against you and you know you have the potential chance of losing that much money, then you need to put that stop loss and say, all right, I'm comfortable with losing $500. That's okay. If it goes down lower, I'll find the dip and then be able to see that increase. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say you definitely want to, in my opinion, this is only my opinion, it's not financial advice, is to wait for that jump up to wait for that jump up to $20 for MVIS and gain a little bit out of it. Because right now I think MVIS is sitting at $14 and you're sitting at $18. I can definitely see a run up for MVIS very easily. And for costs, they always have those jumps. So if you're holding at $21, expect it to increase to definitely 23 at minimum. It just needs that volume. Right now, we're only seeing 640 shares worth of volume. That's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Everyone talks about Dogecoin. No one talks about Doge Bull. I don't know what that is. I was heavily day trading both and got lazy on the stop losses. Yeah, that happens. As you can see, for me, I don't set physical stop losses. Like I don't set them in the system, because the system sometimes they can reach stop hunt and reach your stop losses just to sell you out of your position, especially with heavily shorted position. A lot of the institutions and hedge funds control that. So I will set a manual stop loss and say, look, if it gets to this price, this is where I'm selling at. The problem is that I'm not watching it 24/7, working a 9 to 5. So it makes it very difficult to be able to do that. So you have to accept a larger loss than what you would normally accept. But if I actually have the time to look at it somewhere in the first 30 minutes, then it's easy for me to say, okay, stop loss, they hit my stop loss, I'm getting out. I did that with DraftKings multiple times. I bought into DraftKings, sold it with a $10 loss, bought into DraftKings, sold it with a $10 loss. Then the next one I gained about $60. So I gained my money back easily, plus money on top of that. And now I bought back into DraftKings, seeing it get lower with a potential rise in the long term. So only comfortable with losing probably $20 or $250. So I don't really want that to go any lower, but it possibly could get to that point. So yeah, I see exactly what you mean. Guys, we have 200 likes. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm gonna need to make some moves probably this week. I'm hoping that we make a lot of moves with the positions that I own, so that taxes looks less taxing. You know. So let's see what AMC is doing right now. 4%, still that 990 range. What's the volume looking like? 337K. Not bad. Not the best, but not bad. What's GME doing, actually? I haven't looked at GME in a while. It looks like GME is, pretty flat. I'm waiting for them to drop below, 150. They haven't had that move to where they drop below 150. And I want to see them drop to these low numbers because I feel like that's another position that can easily come back on you, but does have that potential to really, really, really push, So FAMI is also up 3%. I'm holding them at 50 cents. Is that what that is? 50 cents, yes. Average price of 50 cents. Coin is up 1.4%. That's good. We've seen that get down to 250. It didn't get to sub 250, which is good because that's the, basically like the IPO price. So it didn't get down to that point. Ow. Look at Shiba graph. It looks fun. Let's see. I might buy some ADA soon, but let's look at the Shiba graph. Get to home. I can look at it on Coinbase, right? It's probably not supported on Coinbase. Shiba Inu. What's the circulating? So the circulating supply. This is where I start to get itchy. So here we have the Shiba Inu graph. It's not supported on Coinbase. It's at 0.000033. It was up 144% in the last 24 hours. You're seeing a lot of people buy into this, I guess here. I'm wondering what's the highest you can get to. So the market cap on it is 13.3 billion. There's currently 394 trillion in circulation, which is about half of what SafeMoon is. Let's see, 12 billion in volume in the last 24 hours. Absolutely insane. I'm not saying I think the run up is over. But it's very tough to continue to see a lot of this movement. I hope that we still see it, but it looks really good for the last 24 hours. Let's look at a week. So a week going from basically non-existent to actually increasing quite a bit, 1,762%. Love seeing that. Absolutely love seeing it. A month, you're seeing 53,000%. This is where it's like, all right, if you get into these coins, April, whatever, you get into these coins, you could see this massive movement in the matter of a month. This is why I absolutely love, I'm starting to love crypto, because you can put a little bit in there and basically say 100, where's my Excel document? So I have my Excel document here, but let me go over here. So you can basically say, $100 equals $100 times 53,000%. I mean, it's crazy. You put in 200, you put in something like that, you can actually gain like $10,000 easily. I don't know why I didn't. $100,000. That's what I meant. You can gain $100,000 by putting in $200. So if you have extra money laying around in some of these popular positions, then take them out, put them in something that might be a popular cryptocurrency that moves, and it could move 51,000%. Did that just move in the last couple seconds? It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like it shows so much potential for faster growth, faster money that you can actually gain from that, um, which is amazing. That's why, I put money into SafeMoon. That's why I would put money into, certain positions that are lower price, that are actually getting, pushed, that are actually getting a lot of volume to them. So we need to look at some of these altcoins that have a lot of potential for you to gain a lot there. Is going live on Binance today at 11 a.m. I got into ADA at 140. Best place to look at Dex tools. I'm buying 7 million tokens this morning. Where can you buy it? For ZOM, when do you think it's going to blow up? So for ZOM, it's going to be, we need the volume for it, and we also need them to end up covering a lot of these short positions that they took out. So when do I think it's going to blow up? It might be a little bit. They might continue to short it. I know they've been shorting it 30%, at least 30% for the last six days or so. And as soon as we see that it's being completely oversold, looking at a larger graph here, then we can say that's when it's going to actually make that move. But we haven't seen that uptick. We haven't seen that increase, but we've seen a larger increase than what we've seen previously. Like, going from 95 to, $1.30, and then actually opening up a little bit lower. I think it opened up, where did it open up at? Opened up at 124. So it did most of its move in the pre-market and after hours market, which is something that you're going to see. This is why I kind of hate stocks, because most of the move that you're going to see with a lot of these positions that are heavily shorted is going to be in the pre-market and, when the market is closed. So yes, you can make those moves there, but if you have a ton of shares, if you have 3,000 shares, there's no way you're getting that filled. I'm up, Shiba always moves. I'm up 8,500K since Monday. You're talking about percent, K percent. You're like 8,500%. I've been trying to buy a crypto since Friday, but I'm unable to link my bank to any platform. Is there another way? Get another bank. I got some ADA at 121. Look into Shiba Leash. It's worth 6.6K for one coin. Where can I buy Shiba coin? So yeah, that's where I'm gonna look into a lot of this stuff, because I do want to look into some better lower priced altcoins that we can, definitely make some money with. But also you want to have some safe altcoins. Don't just keep investing into some of these areas. I know some people are making a decent amount of money from doing this, but you do also want to find some safer altcoins as well. Not just about, making money as fast as possible. Obviously that's amazing, but it's also about, finding long-term growth with some of these coins. Because for something like Doge, for me, I think that's more of a longer-term move. Yes, you can gain a lot from it, but I think that's something of a longer-term move there. I bought in SafeMoon, Bonfire, and Gamer around the low 3-cent value. Well, SafeMoon is very, very low. Or you're talking about just Gamer. MetaMask, but gas fees are so high. Any coin you want to look at or look up on CoinMarketCap, they have market tab, and it tells you where to buy the coin that you looked up. That's interesting. Thank you for letting me know that, Eric. So I will have to check that out, because I check out more CoinMarketCap all the time. Let me see what's going on here. ETH is running. Let's see. It is running. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Look at Litecoin too. I didn't even know Litecoin was pushing 400. I didn't even know that. Jesus. I was looking at it yesterday and I did not see this yesterday for some reason. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I was more paying attention to what I owned because I was talking to someone about it. But that was running. I did buy some of Ethereum Classic. Bitcoin is pushing, or did push 60 at one point. All three of them I bought at 0.000003 mark, or whatever that is. Not 3 cents, I'll tell you that, because if SafeMoon was at 3 cents, I would be up 900K right now, I think, at minimum. Let's see what's going on with some of these positions. Any massive movement that we are expecting? Still looking for that AMC. That's obviously how much of 52% of my portfolio is AMC. So we need that to make some big moves. Fubo TV is something that I truly did believe in at $19. The fact that it got down to 17 is pretty bad. So I'm holding at, I believe my cost basis is $20.90. So looking for that to increase. So we'll see how that does play out. Let me see. Let's look at some big gainers. Is there any big gainers right now? So top gainers right now. You got a lot of movement on Friday and in the pre-market right now. You're seeing in this position. See what it looks like. That's pretty much brand new. It looks like it could be a decent swing trade. Looks like it could be a really decent swing trade if it continues on this volatility here. That looks really good. You're seeing about 8% here, so not really a crazy amount of percent gain here. You are seeing a lot of movement here in the pre-market, while it's decreasing quite a bit as well. From 80 cents, from 80 cents all the way up to $1.18. Pretty big. So we got 800 people watching right now. Make sure you guys hit that like button. How do you day trade with a 9-to-5 job? It's very tough. I'll tell you, day trading, I'm a little more strict. If I have a position that I'm physically day trading, like I have to take like 10 minutes, and if I see something, then that's where I'll go. But I usually get alerts. That's how I'll move into it. Most of the time, I'm not really day trading. I'm more or less swing trading. The problem is that I miss my targets or my stop outs a lot because I am working a 9-to-5. So it's something where I'm like, okay, I'll settle for it, and most of the positions won't really go against you that much. Especially the only thing that we really look at when it comes to the price going against me. I'm losing my train of thought as I'm starting to think about other things. I'm reading other text. Yeah, I'm totally losing my train of thought. For Carl, stop. For swing trading, I can definitely say missing my stop losses is horrible, because typically I'll get out, with a small loss, and if it does go against me a lot, then I wouldn't be in that position. I can get in at those lows, try multiple times, and move from there. But that hasn't been the case lately. I've been just missing it completely, because month end close, especially right now, it's literally towards month end close, and I can't I can't even look at stocks because I'm so, busy. So it's a good question. It's very tough, very tough. I know if I had a little bit more time to do it, then yes, it would be very easy. Typically, I like to do it in the first 30 minutes or so, just so that I don't miss my day trades. However, sometimes you have those that go over the 30-minute mark that grow a little bit more and you end up selling out for a higher gain or just getting stopped out. So I just signed up for Coinbase. What's a good crypto to buy with $100? Just want to try it out. It looks like ADA is a very good, buy. The thing that you do want to focus on though, for them is that their market cap could be a little bit high with the amount of coins that are out there, versus the price. So I think ADA looks like a really good. Where am I at here? Dogecoin. I'm on Coinbase right now. So let me go back here. You said $100? You have $100? So I don't have anything in Coinbase. I'll tell you that. I'm looking to buy some things in Coinbase. I've had a Coinbase account for a while, but all my stuff is in Robinhood or Webull. Yeah, it's looking like ADA would be a very good buy. You probably want to find some of these. It's 8 on most held. The only thing is the circulation at 31 billion, still pretty high. It's not as high as something like a Dogecoin, so you can definitely get to a higher price, depending on what the volume ends up being. But the volume right now, 7 billion, that's really, really good. You've seen that compared to Shiba coin, which was 12 billion. So it's very similar to that movement, or that amount of volume, and that price is growing a lot. So it wouldn't hurt to put some in ADA. It looks like it's growing consistently over weeks, over months, over years, So definitely make those moves and let it sit there. I know for some, I would like to be able to get into some of these at lower prices. That's why I bought into SafeMoon. I'm looking to buy into Shiba coin as well. I got like 15 of ADA, gave me 55 coins. Have I looked into Teso at all? I have not. We're going to need like a list of most popular coins right now in the Discord group. If anybody can, build that up, I obviously can if I had time. But anybody that's looking at very popular coins, that has a lot of volume, let's break those down in the Discord group. That would be amazing, because then we can, put it out there for everybody. And know what's popular, what the volume is, what the market cap is. We can consistently break those down and bring those to the table. Can't buy Shiba on Coinbase. No, doesn't look like it's supported. Not yet. Eventually it will be, but I don't know what's taking them so long with Dogecoin. Because if Dogecoin was on Coinbase, that would be a huge catalyst. Just want to see what happens. Yeah, that's what I'm saying as well. I mean, you can look at some of these circulating supplies and know what the potential price could get to. With the amount of people. Hello, thank you for becoming a member. I'm Vidal. Did I say that name right? Vidal. How are you doing? Thank you for becoming a member. But yeah, I just want to see how it or where it gets to as well when you look at Shiba. Yeah, it consistently grows. So getting from that point, investing some and growing a lot. Yeah, I want to buy some of those and just let it sit there for quite some time. Don't know what it can get to, what the overall thought behind it is, what the value is, what the usability is of it, or is this just more of a sorry, I was getting confused by Ethereum here. Is this more of just a, for lack of a better term, hustle? Come on, people, wake up, hit the like button. Yeah, hit that like button. We got 825 people in here. We should get some more likes over there. I appreciate you saying that, Frank. Again, I think we should set something up in the Discord group about crypto to see what the best crypto is. Actually break those down. Spend like maybe a little bit looking at some of these positions. Maybe we can do like an audio or video type of thing to where we all break down some different pieces and actually make a list of those and make a video about that just based on some of the information that we bring up. So if some people will say, you know, Shiba, what's the reason why we would get into Shiba? What's the market cap? What's the amount that it could get to? Let's put it in a spreadsheet. Let's break this thing down, something like that. I think that would be really helpful, really good for a lot of these positions. I'm learning crypto has 3-year cycles. I have Ren and Bitcoin on Coinbase. Ren is up 1.2K% over the last year. Or 1.2K%. That's what I said. Wow. Every time you hit like, Doge goes up 10%. So if you like Doge, hit that like button. That's a good point, Steve Martin. That's a good point. 4-year cycles. Yeah, explain that a little bit more. I've heard about the cycles that it does have. But again, I'm really just starting to get into a lot of crypto, understanding what's the first point that you need to look at when it comes to a new coin. What do you need to look at there? What can it get to? How do I connect to Discord? Invite is expired on Patreon. I will send it to you. I didn't actually see that there was any new notifications. Is your name the same thing it is on Roger? Okay, yeah, I see it. All right, I'll send it right now. Yeah, typically I see like I get a new notification for someone that joins there, but I didn't get this notification, so that's weird. Send a message. All right, just sent in a message on Patreon. SNL sucked last Saturday. I thought it was okay. I mean, I found some things funny. Obviously, it sucked because the Doge went down quite a bit. And I see so many videos to where they're like, especially on like TikTok or something like that, they're just like saying, oh, it's because of Elon Musk and it's all over. It wasn't going to $1 and it was buy the news or buy the rumor, sell the news. And it wasn't. It was all fueled by the fact that these restrictions, again, disabling the buy button for a while, having issues with the position that you knew was going to increase a lot and have a lot of volume. It's a little ridiculous. That AMC volume is crazy if I'm reading it right. What AMC volume? Right now, AMC volume's at 412K from what I'm seeing. We are seeing it, you know, make that positive move. If we're looking at it with, you know, 2-hour candlesticks, it looks amazing. We also look at it at, you know, 1-minute candlesticks. It looks really, really good. Definitely flowing up. We're looking at it getting closer and closer to the 200 EMA though, which is not good. Typically towards the end of the pre-market, if we're seeing nothing but positive movements, we're going to see it pull back a little bit, probably get back to where, you know, it initially gapped up at, so it won't open up at 990. Thank you, Callum, for becoming a member. Chat on the moon was funny. I don't know if I was paying attention to that. Yo, Matt, you missed my super chat. You sent a super chat? Sorry about that. Bro, have you looked into a bonfire token? Amazing gain. No, I haven't. Let's check it out on Coinbase here. I'm sorry about that. Amazing gain so far. In the last 24 hours, it gained 57%. In the last week, 220%. In the last month, 220%. So it must have started recently. Did it just start recently that it gained 220%? You're seeing that move quite a bit. The total circulation, you don't actually have the total circulation here. Is there something where it doesn't actually have the total circulation out there? I would have to look into this to know what the potential is of it. Is it just something that's created for the sake of people buying it, or does it have a usability to it, or what? We've had 82 million in volume in the last 24 hours. Where can you actually buy it? All that stuff. We need a lot of information there. So again, I want to be able to create this on, Discord, to be able to break down different coins that we can bring up and why we would buy into that position. What's the potential to go to, and everybody really doing their own, DD for that, and we can bring it to the table so other people can get interested, understand why they would put some money into it and how much they probably should put into it. Does $15 give you enough for a long period of time? What are you actually looking at there? So for the Discord group, I think that's a great idea. We can go into the crypto, channel and talk about that. Kevin, thank you for becoming a member. I'm going to just say Jet. Jet, thank you for becoming a member. ADA should go to $5. Is that where you're thinking it's going to get to? Yeah, sorry about that, missing your super chat. I usually don't miss stuff like that. But thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, we'll have to, like I said, we'll have to look into a lot of that stuff to see what the potential is of those positions, a little bit offline, and then create a video on that, basically saying what the potential is of these most popular coins that are out there. I'm up 4x in 3 days. Wow, that's really good. Bit4, this is the easiest way to get Shiba and tons of cheap coins. Check out. Okay, I can school you on things crypto. All right, let me know. Definitely let me know. We're gonna figure this whole thing out and try and make some moves with some altcoins while we're also investing some of the positions into like more of these main tokens that we can look at. So I think it would be great if you can invest some money into here, get some of those gains, and put some of those gains into some of these bigger names, like whether it's Bitcoin or whether it is Ethereum and Litecoin and all that stuff. Did do that offer on Coinbase where I can scan your ID and get $5 of Bitcoin. I don't trust that. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Where can I go buy these obscure coins? There's a lot of places. I know I have a video on how to buy SafeMoon, but I do want to be able to create more videos on different altcoins. But I think we need to break down what's like really popular and what we can get a lot of gains from, because I hear a lot on it, but we need to definitely look at that. Hey Matt, regarding AMC options, would like to buy January 2023 calls for AMC in case it jumps to $100 in January. Yeah, they hit $35 during this year's summer squeeze. You want to buy calls for AMC to hit $100, or you're saying? Sorry, I'm a little lost there. I'm a little lost with that question. Need to make a video on how to push the like button 101 and learn how to become a smarter become smarter in buying stocks. Yeah, push the like button 101 will be great. Hey, quick question. What are your thoughts on Coinbase stock? I bought it at 300 and it seems to only go down. It keeps taking a loss. So my thoughts on Coinbase stock is there's a lot of, kind of uncertainty there. There's a lot of people that are really interested in it because crypto is moving. Why is crypto moving, but Coinbase is not moving, right? So as I look into this, I'm like, okay, this doesn't make sense at all. Now it could be to the point to where it could have been heavily manipulated from the beginning, basically pulling people from that stock, that valuation. You have a lot of maybe institutions that go into it. I don't really know all of the logistics there, but it doesn't make sense that it is decreasing. It definitely is a long-term position, and once things settle, you're going to see that hit highs of probably like $400, $500 actually make those moves in a long term. A lot of people are thinking that this is a long-term play. I think the same thing. Once things, settle down and we see all these decreases, go away, it pretty much got back down to where the initial, price was. It was supposed to be at 250, ended up increasing to 380 or so, and that's where the first buy was. And then it went nothing but downhill from there, where people continued to sell off, which doesn't make sense really. So, in my opinion, I think if you bought in at 300 is actually closer than a lot of other people bought in at. I do believe Coinbase should be worth above 300 mark. It will get back up to that point. The 250 mark is something where it probably will consolidate at 250, 260, and then you're going to start seeing that push a lot more. But that's merely just my opinion. I was waiting for it to come down to the IPO price. I think it only came down to 260. Is that, or did it get down? It did get down to 250. And I was looking to see if it would drop below that IPO price, but how far it would drop below after it does consolidate, because it does go nothing but downhill, and it shouldn't. It should be a lot more, especially with crypto being as popular as it is right now. So should you keep holding or take your loss? How many shares did you buy into? Because if you bought into a lot of shares, then it might be to a point to where, why don't you just become a member? So that would have got you 10 months of membership. It's only 99 cents just so you can comment on unlimited, and you don't have to keep sending super chats to do that. I was kind of hoping it would go up if they accepted Doge. That's not looking like it's happening either. No, they're going to put Doge on the platform. I think it's just going to take a while. I think they said in the next couple of months or so, which is ridiculous because I don't think this whole thing will be over. I think we'll still see it, growing. But it's so tough. So tough to do that. And I do see that it will increase when they do add Doge, something very, very popular to the platform. But yeah, I think it should jump back up to that $300 mark, if not surpass that. But it's just going to take time after the consolidation to actually get to that point. Prediction for AMC. AMC hits $35 this summer. AMC to 100 next January, the potential to go to 1,000. I'm thinking that it should happen a lot sooner than that. If we're seeing a squeeze, jump up, if you're saying that it's going to get to $100 next January, it might be tough to stay above, that point. I live in the Virgin Islands. It says I'm out of the area. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Do you want to join the Discord group or something? If you want to do that, because you could have joined the Discord group and been in connection with all the people there. I could send you that link directly instead of going through the system of Patreon, since you sent $15 here. Profit Hands Perry, what it do? Long time no chat. Looks like you got your dough back. Congrats. keep making the morning information. Those other YouTubers are lazy bones. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm looking to do, is start early. I know a lot of other people go to Twitch. I'm actually not on Twitch right now because my internet was actually acting up this morning. So I felt like it would be, how much is the Discord group? So the Discord group is $5. If you pay on Patreon 1 month, you can cancel after the first month, and it's just $5 to join it. You can also select the second level of Patreon, to where I go through dividends of the week, stock trades of the week, whether it's a swing trader or day trade. What's going on, Lance? But yeah, it's usually only $5. So I don't ever do this to where people that sent a super chat here can actually join the Discord group. It's usually you go over to Patreon, join the Discord, and do it that way. But since you sent $15, there's an exception. Is it Diane? Diane? Diane, you should be able to comment now. I sent $5. Can I get the link? I usually don't do that. You have to go through Patreon, because it's easier to track, to know, who dropped off, all of that other stuff. It's more difficult to go through here and say, oh, somebody sent me a super chat. That's why I would have to link it back and forth. It's very tough. But I'm old and don't understand Discord. It's pretty simple. It literally just has channels on the one side, and you can look at different channels, and you have options. You have crypto, AMC. You have general chat, all of that stuff. So it's pretty easy to use. I haven't even figured out everything, so I feel like I'm getting old because all of these things are coming out of here. It'll squeeze to 35. $30 open. New support at 20. Consolidating until January squeeze. Just maybe, how much profit? Just to maybe with how much profit taken might happen. Yeah. Well, I would agree with you there. I think you think it will squeeze to 35, open up at 30 with a new support at 20. I can definitely see that. The only thing is, we also have to factor in how much manipulation will happen, because I wouldn't consider that a squeeze. I would consider that a hard push. But the squeeze will come out of nowhere. There's no way we can predict exactly when the squeeze will happen. It still says members only. Adding you as a moderator didn't do that. I thought adding you as a moderator would actually work. Do you think Doge will keep going down? Right now, buying opportunity. Do I think Doge will keep going down? What are they actually at right now? Are they still at 50? Yeah, they're still at 50. Do I think they will keep going down? It looks like they're stair-stepping on the way down. And we have to look at the volume, all of that stuff. But no, I don't think they'll keep going down. We'll start seeing that pick up soon. But right now, still down 4%. I think that right now would be more of a buying opportunity. I think I have it at a cost basis of 50 cents. Sorry, 52 cents. Yeah. Oh, it's right there. I have it at 52 cents. So I don't think it'll keep going down. I think you might hit some of those levels of 40 multiple times, but you're going to see it pick up. It went from 40 to 60 very quick. Going to probably go from that 50 mark, maybe to 60 again. You'll see it resist at multiple areas, but yeah, it's just going to take a little bit of time. It's not going to grow as much as it was before Saturday Night Live, but eventually you're going to see that really pick up. Wait, you said, hey, it worked. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I didn't know about that. What'd you say? Eric, Diana, hold control button and push F5 key, or choose YouTube and reopen. Okay, so she had to refresh in order to do it. Okay, perfect. See, now Matt is a real good, honest guy. He could have let that guy keep doing super chats, making money. He's still telling him to join a specific channel, so he doesn't have to pay. Yeah. Import. I'm glad it worked. I'm glad it actually works for you. All right, so we have 670 people here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. It really, really does. Thought we would get to a peak of 1,000, but you know, it's starting to drop off because you have probably people like Matt Kors that's on, and I don't know who else that's actually on. Maybe some people that's specifically talking about Dogecoin, but I like to talk about a lot of other stuff. So hopefully some people stay. But we gained 7 new members today. Thank you guys for joining as a member. All the people that are asking questions. It's great to be able to have those questions out there. And thank you, Eric R, for helping out. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Is it Diane? Let's see. So we're at 50 cents for Dogecoin, 4,139 cents, $4,139. I said 4,139 cents, $4,139.14. I got enough sleep. Don't worry about me. I got enough sleep. Why don't you either talk about why don't you ever talk about Voyager as a platform for crypto? Because I don't use it. I mean, if I used it, I would talk about it more. Imagine Diane gets Matt goes, okay guys, gotta go. That's funny. I wouldn't do that. Why do you think Doge is going to pick up? It's used for nothing and has not utility. Wait, what? And has not utility. Why would that flourish in a long run of cryptos? It seems a little optimistic. No, so I understand, you know, what you're saying here. So Dogecoin is supposed to be more of that transaction-based currency that will cost less to actually trade and use when it comes to buying things. So this is why it makes sense. For something like Bitcoin or Ethereum, it costs a lot more to be able to transfer that to different wallets or even just pay for something with. So it's going to be a lot different to pay less fees to have to use that. So it's going to be better for businesses to accept Dogecoin than they would for accepting Bitcoin and Ethereum and all those other coins. So it's going to make it actually better to make it the people's currency, what we're going to use compared to the dollar, something that's decentralized, rather than having the dollar, which, you know, would decrease in value, and then have yeah, I know what you meant, no utility, and then have, you know, Dogecoin that will increase in value, something that can be completely different versus, you know, worrying about inflation of that dollar that you hold here. This physical dollar is not going to grow as you do hold it. However, the Dogecoin is always going to increase in value, or maybe even decrease in value. But most likely you're going to see that fluctuation versus a dollar that you will always see that, you know, depreciation in value, right? So it's a different situation where you can use that as they start to adopt it in businesses. So with Mavericks merch, with Rockets merch, you know, with different stores, once we figure out a way to do that via like the phone, just like we do that with like a credit card, we can use Dogecoin at different stores and all that stuff. That will be what the usability will be, the utility will be. So it could be a lot bigger as businesses start to adopt it. So if something like Amazon or Tesla or whatever starts to use that, it ends up being a lot bigger. So that's where my head actually is. And that's why somebody like Elon Musk and Mark Cuban is pushing it, as well as, you know, other people that are also getting onto it from, you know, just talking to Mark Cuban. I believe Ellen's getting on the train as well. So you can talk about that and say, he talked to her, and now it's more word of mouth, and now she's able to, find a way to implement that in some form or fashion. So as soon as they start to add it to all these popular exchanges, it ends up being a lot bigger. So that's why I'm thinking that Dogecoin will be bigger than what a lot of people think. It has more usability than some people think. Some other coins don't have anything really behind it, but seeing this as something of a, that transaction based. I see. So you think it's better for the small stuff, but why Doge over XLM or Cardona? Well, I don't know the detail behind those two, and I don't know how much it costs in order to transfer and trade and all that stuff. But I really don't know the answer to that. All I know is that as you start to get to a certain point, if it becomes that currency, it's just like saying why this business over another business. It's more or less because this business is popular, not because it had better products or anything like that. So Ellen is a mean racist. Well, I mean, it's fine. I don't care. But as long as they can adopt it in their businesses, she can do whatever the hell she wants. Probably is, but doesn't matter to me. All I know is that I don't know the usability of those two cryptos that you mentioned. I don't know how much it costs in order to transfer from wallet to wallet. I don't know how much it costs to pay for something, if you could pay for something. It looks like they're more willing to adopt Doge than anything else. Can you do a video on how to document earnings for taxes? Yeah, I mean, I can do that. I would say that a really great tax YouTuber is Clear Value Tax. I know he talks a lot about stimulus right now because that is kind of a government thing and also tax related. But great person for tax. He has like 1.5 million subscribers, 1.3. Really good. I don't know if he has a video on that. So if he does, I'll check that, see if he does have a video on it. And then if he doesn't, then I'll make something like that. XRP crypto, so she's aware of crypto. Yeah, I know she's aware of crypto. I think she's just not aware of all crypto that's out there, because there's a lot of coins out there, and some that really don't have the backing by people. It's more of just some that are just a hustle, for lack of a better term. Others that actually have some usability behind it. You said Doge is a cult movement now, but will become our currency. But will it become our currency? Hell no. There's already like 2 or 3 stable coins set at $1 that kept their and kept there to be more of a currency. Like what? And that's where I want to know, because again, I'm new to a lot of the crypto scene, so I'm trying to understand and always hear every single side of it. So from what I understand for it, Doge is a very, very low cost to actually move the money or move the coin. If Coinbase can at least be back to $300, it'll close. I'll close my position, throw it into AMC. I currently have 500 shares of AMC, but would love more before the price goes up. Yeah, I hear you. And also, you never really want to push for just break even unless you only see that activity to getting to break even. So if you see a large amount of movement that pushes it to break even, then that's where you want to basically sell to probably get back in at the floor and then end up making that move back up. So yeah, sounds like Eric's a negative Nancy. If it's a way more way to make money, then use it. Have some conviction. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's so tough to look at something and say, all right, we already have a few stable coins out there and say that we'll use something else when you don't know what Dogecoin can actually be. You know what I mean? It started as that joke, but actually could be something pretty big in value that's way above $1, in and continue to grow. So it could be a lot bigger than some of those other coins that are out there, and it may take time for people to actually, realize that, be aware. So we got about 15 minutes till the market opens. We're seeing AMC still around that 990 mark, looking like it's increasing. We don't want to see that fall down in the last 10 minutes, which is something that sometimes we see. So would like to see it open up at 990 or $10 or so. It's kind of crazy that we're hoping for it to open up at $10 when, it was opening up previously at like $11 and, $12 and all that stuff, and then drop down from 14 down to like 9, which sucks. Thank you for becoming a member. Deneen? I say that right? Deneen? Let's see. Cheers, brother. Tesla's opening price on Robinhood. What's Tesla's opening price on Robinhood? It's got to be the same here. 666. Sounds like a great number. $666 and 66 cents. Interesting. USDT, USDC, at least now. USDT seems a lot more backing. That's backed by the US dollar, isn't it? Like I don't that's not, you want something that's decentralized, not that's backed by the US dollar, which that's not something that stable. I can't get behind that. That's something you can transfer to actually get to exchange that for multiple currencies, cryptocurrencies, but no. I can't do that. Oh, Doge will get big and be used, but it won't take over as the main US currency. No, it won't take over as the main US currency, but the thing is that a lot of people are thinking that it may take away from that main US currency. So people are going to start putting their money into Doge, and that split is not obviously a good thing. It's not to put your money into cryptocurrency as an investment is a different story than putting your money into something that would be a currency. So saying, hey, I'll take my $1,000 and put it into Dogecoin, and I know that it's going to grow. I'm never going to use the US dollar again because I can pay for everything with Dogecoin. Now, not saying you're never ever going to use the US dollar, because you want to keep that in the bank account for different things that you can use in the US, like buy a house and all that stuff, unless that comes into play as well. So when something comes that could take over or take from the use of the dollar, it ends up being horrible for some of these for the government, actually. What do you think you can cash out? What do you think you can cash out crypto right now? How do you get that back to the fiat base we forced? What? Crypto investment is for retirement. Yeah, well, that's the thing they're trying to change, is something that, crypto investment is for retirement, but well, actually it might not even be that, because crypto can fluctuate, and a lot of people are like, you can see Bitcoin make that move from 67K down to 5,000 if you wanted to. Depending, what actually happens in the crypto market. So it could be something that can be really, really big, or a really big loser as well. No, I think he's asking valid questions. It's always great to be able to ask those questions and understand how it can, take over the dollar or take from the dollar. How are people saying they're not going to use the dollar again because of Doge? Anyone able to figure out the price difference on crypto and all the different platforms? I don't know that, but I can tell you that I wouldn't say that they wouldn't physically use the dollar again. Obviously, you have to use the U.S. dollar in the U.S. and you have a lot of the government is trying to basically say, especially starting with like New York, to where they don't really accept you to, buy crypto and all of that stuff, because it's a problem. It's a problem for the U.S. dollar. What's the current resistance for Doge? Let's look at that. So I think the current resistance that we're looking at for Dogecoin, I believe, is somewhere around 60. The highest resistance, we're looking for that to break that hard resistance of 60. We have a support of about 40. Let's hope we can break that. But a current support, let's see if we can break that 50 mark, which we have just recently, 49. So yeah, to see that break 60 would obviously be where we're looking to, break that. But right now we're seeing it a downturn. We're not seeing a lot of volume go into it. If it is a lot of volume, it's sell volume. You can't just go to the corner and get a bag of grass with Dogecoin. Who's getting a bag of grass? Oh, yeah, I'm not saying that people will completely abandon the dollar. I'm saying that people are looking to find a better way or a better currency in some form or fashion. Instead of your dollar being worth less next year, now your Dogecoin could be worth more. You know what I mean? And could potentially use it everywhere. So if you do have something that gets adopted by everything that costs less in order to pay for things, then it could be really good. We could potentially overthrow the government with just crypto. I'm just saying it's quite clear that someone has something against a coin, and they clearly don't know the purpose of it. Very negative outlook for little knowledge on the matter. I mean, it's always great to have your opinion. Yes, I understand where you come from. It's always great to have your opinion, but then that creates teachable moments for people that do know about that stuff, and also for me to understand, maybe something that that I don't know. Crypto is a good way to avoid inflation. Yes. That dollar will be worth less. The crypto will be worth more, most likely. Who's getting a bag of grass? Instantly, I knew what he was talking about. It's for money laundering, and the biggest U.S. banks was caught laundering almost $1 billion for the cartel, such hypocrisy. Yeah, I guess that's something you would need to factor in as well, since it is decentralized. I remember buying my first bag of grass. All right, good sir. I'm out. Matt, enjoy the stream. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. We got 9 new members today, and for the conversations. It's always great. So we're seeing Dogecoin stay around that 50 mark. Remember, I bought in more shares or more coins at 52 cents. It can pull down to 50 or 40 cents. That's totally understandable. I'm holding my my Robinhood ones, I think, at like 30 something. So, because I bought more there. Yeah, that's true. The government is 100% afraid of crypto. 100%. That's why they would love to ban it everywhere. But they can't do that. Well, not yet. From what I understand, like people were saying, hey, what if they come out and say we're taxing crypto at 80% or whatever? I don't know how they would do that, but All right, so we got basically 500 people in here. Guys, hit that like button. We got about 410 likes, so looking good. But we had about what, like 6,000 people that came through and watched the channel. So I'm so cold down here, it's ridiculous. But yeah, we got about what, 36 minutes until the market opens, and we're gonna see what AMC, what GME is doing. Right now, AMC still making that move. Did get up to $10. That's good. It did get up to $10, so we've seen it get up there. It did decrease back down to the 15 moving average. So hopefully we can see some positive movement today with a lot of positions. We're seeing DraftKings down to 1.5%. eBet is actually up. Esports is up 3.3%. FAMI is up 1%. Want to see that make a move. Fubo TV is up basically 0.5 or 0.6%. Let's see. Zomedica's up 1.5%. We want to see that make a large move as well. Tesla's down about 1%. TCAT's up 3%. So we're seeing some good movement there. But yeah, it's iffy. You got some things that are down, some things that are up. Market Eagle, thank you for becoming a member. Tommy, thank you for becoming a member. Darian, thank you for becoming a member. What would happen if the government bought a crap load of crypto? I mean, they can. Nothing's really stopping them from doing it. They can make a lot of money, but what are they really going to do? If they bought literally everything out there for crypto when it comes to Ethereum and Bitcoin, I don't think we would see anything really change. What if AMC hits $15? I feel like I've been holding for a century. Yeah, it does feel that way. And it sucks to say like, oh, well, I'm hoping it gets to this point. I mean, some people like me, have to pay taxes on Monday. So it's something that I'm not looking forward to, but I obviously have to take some of this and put it in here. I'm going to keep everything in AMC, but I want to cash out of some of these other positions because I have about $12,000 I have to pay in taxes or something. Might even be more. The difference between crypto and the dollar is Fed insured. We're trying to run a society. Society needs everyone to contribute. Crypto is an extremely difficult or impossible to manage for the government. Yeah, it is. You're right. And we can't have everybody just completely go over to crypto. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm thinking that it could be, partnered up with that as a different currency. But I don't think, like you're right. I don't think that would help out the society. I don't think that will help out our financial situation as a whole. I heard that the U.S. was trying to build their own crypto. I don't know what happened to their idea. I think it's USDT, isn't it? Crypto isn't insured by anyone. You're right. You should get a small heater with a fan. Your mic that you have now won't pick up that noise. So you should. I have a fireplace, but I didn't put it on this morning. It was actually warm this morning, but somehow I think the heat turned off. So I could do it from my phone, but I don't feel like doing it right now. The government is making their own crypto that will be federally insured. Isn't that USDT? Hey Matt, I'm currently looking into AMC, Roblox, and Romeo Power. Hopefully we make some moves today. I think Roblox definitely has the ability to make moves. They have a fluctuation between 60 and 80, and you can definitely make a good swing trade or a day trade with that. They say 80% tax on crypto is coming. That'll drive down the price. Then they'd buy the dip. And then they would just take away the tax. I mean, I feel like that would hurt them. So you're saying that government is trying to buy all of crypto or something? Because I would buy the dip until they, if they did an 80% tax on crypto, I mean, I feel like you would have a lot of people very upset. people are trying to get away from the increased capital gains tax. So 50 Doge is below 50. I'll have to check that out. Is government crypto USDC? I have no idea what the government crypto is. I don't know. I have to look at USDT. USDT is Tether. Oh, yeah. Not from the government. Doge dipping again. Come on, dog money. Doge is dipping again. Let's check that out. I think we are going to be open. We are open right now. So let me just quickly look at it. Doge is at 50. So, I mean, it did, I guess, dip down to 49, but went back up to 50. So let's just hope for the best there. Let's look at what's going on with AMC. AMC, you're seeing that steady decrease that you do normally see in the first minute. You typically do see it go down more than it goes up in the first minute. So don't get discouraged. You are seeing things start to turn over. You're seeing something like CCIV make moves up. You're seeing AMC make that move up now. Let's see that positivity here. That's what we need to see. Up to $10. There we go. There's the movement that we're looking for. $10.02, $10.03. Let's see this make that move. We're seeing Coinbase make a move up, almost, getting to that 270 mark for people that are interested in Coinbase. FAMI is up 2.4%, now 2%. You're seeing like strategically placed walls here, selling at 10.13. Who's coming out and just selling at 10.13? Like, they must be buying a crazy amount of shares in order to sell at 10.13. Like, did they buy just 10,000 shares and said, hey, I want to gain, I don't know, what, $13 on each 1,000, so $1,300 or so. Let's just say $13, 13 cents. Sometimes I misspeak. We just need to see this continue on the way up. We're seeing things start to turn the opposite direction. DraftKings is dropping more, which is insane. Insane that that's dropping more. I mean, again, I don't want that to get to 250. If I get to 250 of a loss, I'm out. And I just kind of call it quits. I know it can increase, but I want to find where that low is. And it's looking like it's getting close to that. It should have been close to that low at 56. I mean, getting down to 46 is $10 lower. So that sucks. Or should I average down? Man, I posted some info in the crypto section in the Discord. All right, I'll check it out in a little bit after this stream is over in the next 28 minutes. Yeah, 80% would never happen, but it would drive the price down for sure. Yeah. Yeah, look at DraftKings. Everything's starting to take a dip. I mean, you start to see AMC actually still making that move. Still made a move up for a while. Now you're starting to see it pull back a little bit. There we go. There we go. Let's see that. Let's see that kick up. We got FAMI that's slightly up. Got up to 41 cents. Let's see. ZOM is up 2%. That got up to 88 cents of a high. Looks like SOS is down. We need to see some movement there. We're already seeing 1.5 million shares worth of volume with SOS. I know that they have it in them. Nokia? What's going on with Nokia? Nokia right now is around 1% up. It is decreasing at the moment. You're seeing it very, spotty. Hey man, I transferred stocks from Robinhood to Webull, but they didn't transfer from the same average that I bought. I believe you can. I bought AMC for $7 on Robinhood. It transferred at 9. Total shares are correct though. Yeah, so they're going to give you the same total shares. The issue with that is that they never update the price from what you had. Like, they don't have that form of communication to the other brokerage. So I believe you can change it manually, but I think you have to call them, which if you call Webull, it takes forever to get your phone call answered. I still need to set up my bank account so I can send funds from Webull to my bank account. But I need to call today in order to do that. And it's going to take me probably 45 minutes to an hour to get my call answered. But after you do that, you should be able to, set everything up the right way. And I think they're going to walk you through it and how to set up your own price, your averages. So it's good that you have the same amount of shares. That's all you need to worry about. Is if you have the same amount of shares, then you know that they didn't sell you and buy you back in. So just, if you know your averages, then you're good. For me, I didn't set it up manually because I didn't want to call them back. But when I call them today, I'm going to try and set up my averages when I set up my bank account. Because for some reason, my bank account's not, I can't set it up. I've been holding Nokia for a while. I'm not sure if I should sell or not. I bought in at $4.67. Yeah, I think Nokia has a long-term potential, and it got caught up in a lot of the issues that were going on, or a lot of the upticks that we were seeing with certain positions. Things that were low priced, people were looking into them. People that were shorted at all, people were looking into them, or stocks that were shorted at all, people were looking into them. So I think what you would need to do, in my opinion, is you have those two options of if you want to accept that easy profit right now or save something long term, because I think it is more of a long term play. Picked myself up some more AMC last week at $9. I'm feeling good this morning. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't actually know what it looks like right now because I haven't looked at it in a while. But it looked pretty good. It was up to $10.15, and now it's starting to come back. Now we're starting to see that full pullback all the way down to the 15 moving average, which makes no sense whatsoever. We know what AMC is doing, and we're going to continue to hold. So why do they want to risk their money in doing this? Look at this. Look at this clear manipulation. This is ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. It just gets people down when you start seeing these, like a lot of the positions decrease like this. Do you have to pay taxes on crypto at the end of the year? Yes, you do. I don't have to pay taxes on crypto this year, but I probably will for next year, as long as you sell the position. You're seeing this fall. Look at this. It's just so sad. I don't know how the other live streamers like do this and put up with all of this downward movement for 8 hours. I think that's taking up a lot of time to watch something decrease. You just do an update. This is all manipulation. So what else are you going to do? The volume looks okay. It doesn't look amazing. It looks okay. So we have 445 people in here. Make sure you guys, hit that like button before you end up leaving. We gained 12 new members today. If you guys want to join the Discord group, the link is in the description. Or if you want to join as a member of the channel, hit that join button right next to the subscribe button. As well as follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, all of that stuff. Totally looks like ladder attack. Thousands selling at 989, 990, 991, 992. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Buying more AMC if it keeps dropping. Of course, that's what it's all about. You're going to see that recovery here. They're not going to let it fall that far. Yeah, it's coming back to the 200 or the 15 moving average, probably. Coinbase is up 1%, but we're seeing a lot of things that are down. Cost is down another 1%. GameStop's down around 1.7%. That consistently fell. Fubo TV is down another 3%, and I'm still holding on to that position. I think I'm holding, what 100 shares? Yeah, I'm still holding on to that position. Down about $400. ZOM is down 2%. That's a big position to drop. But ZOM is down 2%. Tesla's down 2.5%. That consistently drops. I want to see that go lower. Once I see that, hit to a certain point. This is the thing with Tesla. You can find those drops, but then never know where the actual bottom is and where it's going to recover. Because look how oversold it's being, like literally right from the open, it's being oversold. And you can say, okay, well, on the RSI, it's being oversold. It's down to 12, down to 1270 on the RSI. That's crazy. So I want to see this get down below 6. If it gets down below 6, I'm looking to buy. I can probably buy like a few, maybe like 5 shares or so. I would love to hold Tesla for a while, but again, I have to pay taxes, so I'm probably gonna, I don't know. Almost everything is red. Yeah, it seems that way. Everything's dropping down. It is Monday, but like things are just dropping down crazy numbers. Like Romeo Power should have never dropped down this far. My ride position should have never dropped down that far. Like it's down to $7.49. The lowest point that it got to previously before an increase was $10. It was at that point of $10 and it's dropping down to $7.49. Absolutely ridiculous. So there's a lot of, right now we're just in a bad time, and it sucks that I have to pay taxes right now. Because I can't pull any money out of long-term investments in order to do that, because I know the potential of these positions and I won't be able to keep it in there. So I need to have these positions increase quite a bit. Right now, is right now a good time to enter with just 100 for what? For AMC? Just 100 shares or $100 for AMC. I think it's a pretty good time. Anything below $10, I think, is a good bet. I mean, if you can get in at $9 or $8, obviously that's even better. But I think anything below $10 is always good, because that growth to $20 is very easy. It's just they're not making it easy. It should be there with the amount of people that are holding positions. It should be right there, but we're not. So it's funny. It's upsetting and funny at the same time. There's a lot of positions that are just down extremely. What's the markets looking like? They're up. S&P it's slightly up. S&P is down. NASDAQ is down. You're not really seeing any. You're seeing some, I guess, big gainers here. 32%, 30%, 25%. Some big gainers right there, but you're not seeing any. Like all the things on my watch list, you have a lot of things that are red. AMC is one of the only ones that are green. FEMI is green. That's up. You have a Fubo that's down 3%. Let's see. GameStop's down 2%, 2.6%. OCGN have been giving me more white hairs. Yeah, what's OCGN doing? Are they red today as well? Yeah, down 4%. They would go up to what'd they hit, like 13 or something? Like they would hit high numbers and it just decrease crazy. Ethereum, what's Ethereum doing? Is it taking off? Ethereum is taking off. That's why people are going to crypto. I mean, so many people are going to crypto because a lot of crypto is taking off. Even if you do have Dogecoin that's down, you still have Bitcoin that's down as well. But then you got things like Ethereum Classic that's up. LTC, Litecoin is actually down as well, but you can see some other positions that are up there. Ethereum, or however you spell it. It's funny. Oh, I'm so tired. So tired. Yeah. But crypto is like the best thing. That's why people are continuing to go to crypto, especially Ethereum. It's just really running. I still have my positions. I still have my positions over there. I think I only hold $200 worth of Ethereum though, at a cost basis of like $3,000. Because Dogecoin is down for me. It's down to $100 gain there. So the value that I have in here is about $322 worth of value. Total gain of $100 for Dogecoin. However, Ethereum Classic, I'm down about total return of -12, so down $12. Value is $126. I bought in at 139, I think. Ethereum, let's see. The value is up to 310. I bought in. I'm up a total return of $79. If that keeps going, it's not really going to move a crazy amount, not a life-changing amount of money, but it should make some moves there. Wish you should try Bitcoin Gold or Bitcoin Diamond. I feel like it may be too late to get in crypto. Now it's just FOMO. I mean, that's what people have been saying when Ethereum hit 2,300 and Ethereum kept moving. Yes, I think Bitcoin still hasn't reached like those levels again. It hasn't reached $64,000. Dogecoin has made moves recently. It's still at $50. It's hovering between that $40 and $60 mark. So it's well above where it was previously. Getting that kick up to about 40 and resisting at 40. Now you're seeing a support of 40 and more of that resistance at like $60 or 60 cents. So yeah, I think it's still a decent time to get into crypto. I think you should treat crypto as like a mutual fund or a volatile ETF or something. So where you're just depositing money as you see dips, as you see it drop down from previous highs, you get into those numbers and just put some money in there. That's what I see it as, and I'm going to continue to do that. Right now, I'm up. Let's see, over the last year. Over the last year, I'm up 400. I guess I could go 3 months. $479 because I put money into crypto, and now I'm up $479 on crypto. And if I keep just investing in crypto, I think it's going to be good. I would like to be able to move money from maybe Weevil to Robinhood for that crypto, even though they're making things very difficult for people to buy anything. I don't know if I like Robinhood, but I just like to keep things in different platforms. So I don't like to keep crypto where I do my day trading or swing trading, because then I want to day trade or swing trade it. It looks like Ethereum is starting to pull back down to $4,137. I'm glad that Litecoin is made this huge move up to $407. I should have put more money in there. I didn't think it was going to top that, getting up to $330. I think my cost average is like $290 for Litecoin. I bought 30 shares of ETC at 55. Hopefully it hits 800 by December. Yeah, that would be amazing. I'm going to probably continue to buy it. I just have to put more money into Robinhood. Let me see, which I will check a lot of stuff today. So yeah, I think I'm going to put some more money into Ethereum Classic and Ethereum as well. I just want to see a little bit of more of a dip for Ethereum to be able to do that. Dogecoin, I think I put enough into there, putting about $300 into there total, but then putting about $1,000 into the one over in Webull. So I think it's sitting in a good spot. We'll see how that plays out. I also wanted to go live on TikTok today. I didn't do that. Sorry for anybody that was hoping for that. Whew. Litecoin is my boo. I just saw an old Robinhood account that had 800 Dogecoin in it at 5 cents. But had sold. Oh well. Yeah. I think Dogecoin's going to be a lot bigger than what people think. Just looking at the market cap and the popularity of it and the amount of people that are looking to buy into it, it could be something that could be bigger. But just keep in mind that everything has the potential to be bigger. It just matters if people are going to get into it. You know? Wow. We see this Ethereum Classic, which is a different Ethereum Classic that made a 26% move. I don't even know what this is. ETCG. Can I find that on Coinbase here? Let's go back here and go to ETCG. That's not a thing. I don't know what that is then. What is that? Does anybody know what that is? This says Ethereum Classic, but it's not that. But ETC is the Ethereum Classic that people are looking at. I hate ZOM. What's ZOM doing? Is it decreasing even more? Popular right now. Yeah, it's down 2%. Everything's down. I mean, SOS is down 4%, 4.6%. I'm down quite a bit on SOS. A lot more than what it's saying. I think I'm down over $1,000 on SOS if you add my regular cost basis in there, my original cost basis. So a lot of things are down for me. I mean, a lot of things are down. And eventually they'll pick up. Typically I would play that in a different manner, but one day I got caught up to where things decreased way more than what I wanted them to. Didn't actually see it while I was working, and now I'm holding. So it's a different form. When you can't actively swing trade, when you can't actively day trade, and you don't have all of your time, it's very difficult to be profitable. And this is why I want to be able to help everybody else out, because even though I can't get to it and I can't, end up being profitable in these trades, I have to hold now and get to a longer term than what I was hoping for. I'm hoping that, you guys can obviously learn from a lot of that stuff if you do have the time. If you do have the time, then, you should be able to be disciplined and, sell those positions as they do go against you, especially in these times where it is down quite a bit. I need something really positive to happen this week because, again, like I said, have to pay taxes, and I'll continue to mention that, and I hate it, but something that has to be done. Some of these ETH spikes could be going up because of miners. Even graphic cards, 4 gigs are making money. Huh. Interesting. You see SOS that continues to drop. It also NFTs as well. We should sell our own NFTs. Yeah, again, I have NFTs, but I haven't actually put a lot of time into them. I have some old cards that are making about $2 a day. It's not bad. Better than no dollars a day, right? Yeah, but a lot of things are down. There's a lot of red in the market. There's just a ton of red. A sea of red. DraftKings is down to $46. I think this is a great time to make that move. It's just so tough to predict anything to be a good swing trade. Now, I do still believe that DraftKings is a great swing trade. You just need to find that. We need to find that momentum, the amount of volume that goes into it, the amount of positive volume that goes into it. Are they trying to steer people away from the stock market right now by looking at all of this red? Because the majority of people are ended up holding, you know? So, all right, we have about 400 people in here, guys. Hit that like button if you can. If you haven't hit the like button, it does help out. Passive income is always good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mind Medicine. What's Mind Medicine doing? It looked like it was red. Oh, it's green. So we're seeing that's up 0.4%, but I don't know for how long. It has decreased down to $3.27, but is currently at 0.5, 0.6, 0.3% up. So FAMI is actually up 1%. Yay. GameStop is down. Would like to see that sub 150 before I would make any type of moves. Because right now I have two shares at 170, but technically it's 240. So I would like to be able to make some moves there. I've made around $750 from mining over the last 2 months, not including how much the crypto has increased in the price since then. That's awesome. That's amazing. I like to hear that. I really like to hear that. I haven't mined anything, like, ever. So it's always interesting to me, but I've never gotten into it. I wouldn't mind getting some of those older cards for cheaper and mine those. Also, I bought one of your t-shirts. Can't wait till I get to promote you. That's awesome. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I'm really hype about that. Really hype about the how simple it is. Just, profit hands. I still am waiting for the sweater that I ordered. It kind of takes long. YouTube, I guess the brand that YouTube works with is not really the best brand for shipping. I'll see if the next merch release I can do something different. See you later, Brian. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, like I said, I'll see if I can do something different there with the merch, a second merch release. So we have about 3 minutes, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. All that stuff is down there in the description if you guys are interested. I think Twitter is over on my main page though, so you would have to do it there. Yeah, also, like, Brian said, if you want to buy some merch, go to my store. You can buy Profit Hands merch, my sweaters, and you have 3XL. I'm a big dude. I would have to check. I think we do. I think I added all sizes on there. So I think there's a 3XL. But I'm not entirely sure. Actually check. Let me go to my store. Yes, there is a 3XL. 3XL in gray, in white, and in black. From what I'm seeing there. So let me check. That's the premium tee, right? Why is that the women's? Did I select the women's? I don't know why it keeps pulling up the women's. Oh, there we go. We got the premium tee. Yeah, premium tee goes up to 3X and has extra small as well. And you got black, you got gray, you got like a darker gray and a white. All of them have 3XL, so yeah. My shirt is still printing. Hopefully it's printing money. All right, so I think it's going to be, hopefully we see something like a complete reversal, which we could see towards the middle of the day, but we're seeing like things like freaking DraftKings continue to drop. That's just not, that doesn't look good, but we will see some positive movement sooner or later, and it will come with a lot. I don't know what Roblox is doing. Roblox is looking like it might get to a point to where it's pretty tasty. Would like to see that down to 60. When it gets down to 60, that's where I'll look to buy in at, for that to increase up to $70 or $80. So definitely going to use that probably as my next swing trade. I'm just looking for the right moment. So Alibaba stock, what's happening? I can't, where's Alibaba? There's a lot of things that are decreasing just because. I mean, no, I don't think it's that bad. Why am I looking at the same thing? Jesus. Why does it never do that? Like it always. Spelling it wrong. There we go. Yeah, I don't think that it's that bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just, you're just seeing it react to the markets, really. The same movement that you're seeing with a lot of other things. So I don't think it's that bad. I haven't actually looked into this position a lot. So can't really say too much about it, but I could tell you there's a lot of positions that I don't think that are that bad. Like AMD, I don't think it's that bad. Why is it decreasing 3%? There's a lot of positions, but yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. I end the stream at 10 o'clock. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to, ask the questions in the comment section. Hopefully I can get to them. I answer subscribers first. So if you guys want to, get your questions answered, definitely hit that subscribe button. On all my videos, I try and go through subscribers first to basically, let them know that I appreciate them being here. So, and being subscribed to me. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, follow me on all my social medias if you can. And if you want to join the Discord group or the channel, those links are down below. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.